orthodox fighter when he's fighting in southpaw, as Ravelo was against Lopez, because you start worrying about the jab so much, you don't see the left hand coming, you don't see it coming from that angle, from that position, and that was the punch that started the downfall that round for Ravelo. Was the straight left hand. Ravelo never saw it. It landed, shook him up a little bit, then it repeatedly landed, and the last one, after he got off the floor and showed the heart of an undefeated fighter, Ravelo never saw that last punch. That left hand was hidden from his vision.
What an amazing story. And it played out perfectly for David Lopez. Teddy, here's the first knockdown of this 9th round.
Again, you're going to see the left hand. Ravelo is not picking up that left hand. He was moving the wrong way, the opposite way that his trainer wanted him to do. He caught 3, 4, 5 of the shots. Accompanied with a right hand, he went down. He gets up, and then right away, the left hand puts him down again. He never sees that punch, and Lopez, with his experience, was smart enough to realize that that was the punch to throw. That was the right punch to end the night, because Ravelo had not been picking it up before that. And to Lopez's credit, he kept them coming.
All right, let's get the official word from ring announcer Jeff Connor.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for both these fighters at the sold-out Desert Diamond Casino. On the bell at 3 minutes in round number 9, referee Roger Yanez stops the fight. The winner by TKO from Nogales, Sonora, Mexico, David Lopez.
Very, very impressive display from David Lopez. He's from just about 65 miles away from here in Tucson. He moves to 22-12. He has won 4 straight, and Jerson Ravelo suffers his first loss as a pro. Well, big news of the week came from Washington, D.C. Senator John McCain, Teddy, finally got what he has been looking for with the passage of the Professional Boxing Amendments Act of 2004. Now, what this will do is it'll set up the USBC, the United States Boxing Commission. There's going to be uniform standards in the sport. It's going to help greatly with health and safety standards and enforce federal boxing laws. And Teddy, according to some breaking news that you want to share with us tonight, it couldn't come at a better time.
Well, it couldn't. Well, first of all, that bill is passed Senate. It still has a little ways to go, and let's hope it does. It has to pass Congress now and become actually federal law, and that's what we need. Look, what that will mean, it will mean that the organizations that set up these corrupt ratings will not be able to do that anymore. We have proper criteria for the ratings to protect fighters, protect them, and move them in where they deserve to be moved. Also, it will mean, most importantly, medical standards that are unilateral and uniform across the country. Now you can go to certain states and you can avoid some of the medical testing to make sure you're safe. And that comes to mind now because I have some information. I cannot reveal my sources. I gave my word I would not. But the reason I bring this out is there was a fighter, a high-profile fighter, a heavyweight fighter who is on some of the people's list as top prospects, who is in a medical position right now where I believe, and this is not being too dramatic, he could possibly die the next time he gets in the ring. But the people around them are not looking at the information right now. They're trying to find a way not to look at it. They know they can go to other states and fight. Right now, without this federal bill, he can possibly go and skirt under the radar where he will not be picked up for this terrible, possible, very possible, dangerous medical condition where he can get in the ring in another state which will not pick this up. I'm saying this for 2 reasons. One, let's bring this national bill, bring this federal bill out so we will have unilateral medical procedures across the board. This can't happen. I'm saying it for one other reason. The people with this fighter, they know who they are. I've been sworn to secrecy. I can't say anything right now, but they know who they are. Please do the right thing. Make sure that he's tested properly. Don't let him get in that ring. We don't want a tragedy.
So the alphabet soup organizations that many times have plagued this sport soon, we're closer than we have ever been, could be replaced by the 4 letters of USBC. And Teddy, I'm sure you will monitor the situation that you detail for us tonight, and we'll hear from that in the future.
Yes, I will. And Senator McCain, keep the good fight going. We've been calling for this federal commission now for over 5 years. Let's get it all the way there. All the good people that want it.
Well, we are off to a great start here in Tucson. 2 spectacular knockout wins to start off our evening, including the upset of Jerson Ravelo. A 9th-round knockout by David Lopez. Ravelo is beaten. Alex Trujillo, Emmanuel Augustus still to come. Now let's check in with Brian and James.
Yeah, James lights out Tony in Friday Night Fights with us here. But that was a nice fight, Ravelo. I tell you what, Lopez early on, you're looking at him again with that record, you think he's the opponent. Not the opponent, James.
No, he's not. He's a great young fighter. I can tell everybody, do not judge a book by the cover. The fight was great, spectacular. You had action from round to round, but you never knew. In the middle rounds, David Lopez just turned it up on him, and Jerson wasn't ready for it.
What about a national commission? I mean, you've played the game with the belts and going back and forth. You know what that's all about. Would you look to a time where, okay, there could be one commission and maybe you're treated fairly?
I think we need a national commission because I'm tired of everybody getting jived around in the rankings. I was jived around for 3 years. I was ranked number 1 and couldn't get a shot and talk out with the right people.
Right.
You know, so now I think it's time we do our thing and get a commission so we can also set up a pension fund for fighters. You know, and get everybody so everybody can get their just due. Because we got too many greedy people out there, and they know who they know who they are. And I ain't got to say too much about it, but they know who they is.
That's what they do. James, thank you very much. All right,
heavyweight champ of the world. That's right. That's James Tony.
Everlast is in your corner, and here's your chance to ask the champion, James Toney, a few questions. You can send them into ESPN.com. I'm going to start off. You ready?
Yep.
Feel good? Here's Andrew in California. James, if you found out tomorrow you can only fight one more fight, who would it be against?
Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah, you want Roy more than anybody.
Yes, because number 1, I gave him an opportunity when I didn't have to. He beat me. He ran around the ring for 12 rounds. Now that I'm healthy, 100%. Let's see what you can do now. Son, come see me. Come see me.
Forrest in Cleveland, who's the hardest puncher you ever faced?
That would be Murky Sosa. He was a hard puncher. He was awkward. He caught me at the right angle and shoot me a little bit. But I'm like a pit bull. I shook it off and came back at him. He lost the fight that night.
Now, Murky Sosa, huh? All right, Ray in Michigan. All right, have you considered being a manager or a trainer once your fighting career is over?
Well, when my fighting career is over, I guess I'm going to stick into the movie business, do my thing, be an action hero. Be a bad guy, you know, do the real thing. You laughing at me, but that's all right.
You going to be a leading man?
Oh, no, I like the bad guy.
You're a bad guy.
But I get the girl, though. I get the girl at the end.
You might be a good heavy. Here's Jeff in Rhode Island. In their prime, who wins? Joe Frazier, Rocky Marciano?
That'd be a great fight. I have to say, the Rock is Rock determined. Rocky Marciano was a great fighter. Everybody they don't look at it that way. He always found a way to win.
So, Rocky? You said Rocky.
Rock.
You go with Rocky. All right. James Toney with us throughout the night. Got some soccer coming your way this weekend. Young Freddie Adu making his MLS debut against Landon Donovan and San Jose. Another great young American at 22. But Freddie Adu at the age of 14 making his MLS debut with the DC United. You can see it 4 Eastern on ABC Sports tomorrow.
And an Olympic final.